Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Burning Bay part number 2, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So you guys had so many clues, so many easy clues today. I figure we're just going to zoom into this. You guys are going to solve everything, and we're probably going to be out in 15 or 20 minutes. I know you guys have really been working hard behind the scenes. We got a lot of good stuff going on. We did slogans today. We've got a really good chapter for you guys, and I think as you guys remember, last week was all about Anne, and she kind of got away. But tonight, one of her, her brother's in the house, I think, to finish the job with you guys. So it's going to be very interesting. Your strategies, your gameplay are all going to be tested tonight. Once again, you are still at the Burning Bay. So you're kind of stuck in that area. You were able to get 1/3 of the boat that you needed. So if you accomplish your goals tonight, you'll be able to get 2/3. And then if all goes well next week, you will be ready to pack up and head to Salisbury Island. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Certainly a play on words there. So in 1 minute, we are going to do tonight's code word, which is going to be very interesting. Has a lot to do with the overall story. And then, of course, tomorrow we got a pretty big slate of events for you guys. We got our 1 day only Salisbury preview pack opening event. We will be capping the number of boxes, and we have a very good PvP faction war test tomorrow. So it's 9 o'clock. So the word for your experience points is going to be Azure. A-Z-U-R-E. A-Z-U-R-E is your code word. You got 60 seconds to type that in if you want to get credit for being here on time. There you go. I see some people typing it up. They are ready to go. I see you. Busy Bee, Sheila Beasley, Dahlstrom, Moonshot, Football Master, Bloodfish, B-Dub, The Emperor, Will, Dimes, Bones, Valar, Father Ron, thank you, Mr. Ninja, Fly Rod, Nixie. All right, everybody's getting their XP. Once again, this is all important XP. We're going to give everybody about 30 more seconds. Yep, I see you, Busy Bee. Thank you. All right, we're in a good spot. So now at this point, I am going to go ahead and ask you guys to type all of your pre-match buffs. So any tapes, any elixirs that you're using for tonight, go ahead and type it up right now. Remember, items that you use are going to contribute to your overall experience. Your damage is going to be calculated. Some of it on the fly, some of it will be added in after the event happens to calculate overall experience points. So get all of your modifications in right now. I see Busy Bee with some gold graph. I see Bloodfish going triple XP. Trigger going triple XP. Tonight is going to be, and if you guys got your Lotus rings, do me a favor, send those to me prior to going live, so I can add that to your gear scores whenever we're, if you're changing up gear, if you're going to a PvP ring, you're going to a Lotus ring, or vice versa. All right, we'll give you about 30 more seconds to get into this. Once again, you guys aren't traveling tonight, so it's going to be very straightforward. You are still on the bay. So not a lot of movement, but certainly a lot of strategy. You can use all of the items that you guys equip. I see Gemstone going purple, also going triple XP, Titanium as well. Will the Bill going purple. All right, very good, everybody. So let me start by reminding you where we left it last week. And everybody that has Alexa, listen up. Alexa, turn down the lights. You guys get ready to rock and roll. There's going to be some great stuff tonight. So here we go. This is a little reminder of what went down last week in the preview. All right, there is a lot of activity. There's a lot of stuff happening in this small Bay Area. You remember, last week you had Kenny. Father Ron loves him some Kenny, right? You didn't like it at the moment, but certainly we found out Kenny has a lot of power. And then we saw Ann, we saw Stubble. You guys were able to take care of some business, but Ann got away. So it does look like it's continuing to add up. Hopefully you guys at least got a couple of your clues. Not all of them were completely necessary. Some will help you out quite a bit. There were one or two that are super, super big that are going to save you a whole lot of time. And let's go ahead and kick this thing off. And you guys do know there's a fourth wall tonight. But is that necessarily bad? All right, give me a quick 999 if you guys are ready for this week's introduction. And then we're going to roll right into the story. So give me a quick 999 if you guys are ready to kick this thing off. All I need is one. Once I get one, all right, there it is. Here we go, everybody. This is the newest wall intro. Here we go. All right, here we go, everybody. That is, that's all the sneak peek that you get before we kick this thing off. So, I do want to acknowledge one thing as we've started to split up into factions. We did have a faction goal to get slogans out today. So I am pleased to announce everybody did get their slogans. Some people actually came up with a logo and a few other things. So this is where we stand with it. So each faction got 100 bonus experience points. So here we go. You see on the far left, you got the Mirror, who basically said, "We make magic happen," the Magic Mirror. And you got B-Dub, Unforeseen Moonshot, Kel, Nixie, Julie J, Tin Man, and Fly Rod. And then you've got Arc, and Arc just brought it. They said, "Arc is Spark AF." Then you got Sly, Ride or Die, we're Sly. And then Vox, bright as day, dark as night, your evil shall not escape our sight. We are Vox. So those are all the slogans, everybody. Give a quick shout out to all the people that worked on that behind the scenes. So we are going to take down the slogans just to create a little bit less activity and clutter here. All right, now, of course, you can see we got walls. And a lot on these walls have to do with messages that I sent to each of you. Now, there are walls, there are people, there are circles, there are benefits, there are detriments. And the problem is, if you pick some things incorrectly tonight, it is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt very, very fast. So this is not necessarily a show of who has the most resin restorers or who just wants to jump to the front of the pack. This is about strategy. And if you want to maximize your XP, it's not just going to be trial and error and let's stick anybody in the circle. You had all the clues that you needed to make this happen. We can't roll a character right now. We're in the middle of a campaign. We can certainly roll a character tomorrow morning. And certainly anybody that's watching, anybody wants to play along, be here tomorrow during our pack opening event, and we'll certainly get you involved. With the walls, these walls are a little bit different, and the benefit for you tonight is going to depend on how much attention you put into it. Can't tell you too much, because if I tell you too much, you're going to figure it out. But let me just say, this wall is not going to attack you tonight. But the more you give, the more you get. All right, that's where we're going to kick it off. You guys have had time to think about that. So let's go straight into the first round of combat. And then we're going to get back to your wall. All right, we've got Gus, we've got Blackbeard, and we've got past Blackbeard. I see you guys. I see Amy picking up, says get this done, gemstone for a box. And absolutely, you guys will see tomorrow. We're going to cap it, I think, at 25 tomorrow. But toward the end of tonight, you're going to see some pretty good stuff. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let the group tonight. This Blackbeard and Company group is so confident. They're going to let you guys get in position, line up, get your first attack in. So I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. You get one free attack on Blackbeard and Company. They are super, super confident. So here you go. 30 seconds, everybody. Get your attacks, get your positions, get your strategies down, and then we're going to transition to round number 2. Fly Rod jumping up front. So we got a tank up front. Father Ron, a little bit of encouragement, says we got this, guys. Tommy the Tank is up front. We got 2 tanks up front. And tanks, I'm going to ask you, if you're going to be up front, left, middle, and center. I need a designation of where you guys are going to be located. So Dow's going far left to Gus. Fly Rod is going Orange Crush to Gus. All right, gotcha. We got the engineers in the middle. I see B-Dub right behind the tanks. Gemstone right behind the tanks. So the Warriors in a good spot. We got Moonshot in the back with the snipers. Tank is in the middle. Fly Rod also in the middle. Uh-oh. I found a flaw in your planning, everybody. All right. No worries. Hey, we got two well-geared tanks in the middle. Father Ron going unholy to Blackbeard. Smoke has no effect, Ron. He's not even covered in smoke. That's his hair. He's got magic hair. But I see what you're doing with that little blue background. I know you, Ron. All right, mustard bombs. All right, so you guys, you got a full round of attacks. I got you. I got you guys all on the board. Your positioning, your strategy, your smokes, some Orange Crush. All right, so remember that. Remember that position. But now we're going to go back to something a little bit different. So Blackbeard's company did not even do a retaliation attack. They just took the damage. Bones got Orange Crush to Gus. Dow's going to smack Gus with a mace. Orange crushed to Gus. All right, good stuff. Okay. Now we got a wall. Now, this wall is going to serve 3 different purposes tonight, which is why I gave you so many clues. And the first clue should have alerted you to what type of wall this is. That's going to be the first thing you need to figure out. And then I'm going to ask, as I did in the clues, I mentioned that each group would need to sacrifice one of their players. Now, if you sacrifice the right player, there's going to be a big benefit to that player. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you sacrifice the wrong player, well, they're going to die. Pretty easy, right? Rocket, we see you, Rocket, no worries. So, I'm going to ask each faction to pick one player. Each faction picks one player, and pick wisely, because if you pick the wrong player, they are going to die. So I'm going to ask B-Dub to pick the player who was designated for Mir. And I will tell you, this answer was given to all of you. So I'm going to start with Mir and ask B-Dub to pick a player to sacrifice. It's a tough call as a leader, right? So B-Dub says Moonshot. Moonshot, you die. Instantly, as soon as you walk in that circle, you die. But you don't feel the need to resurrect. You feel pretty good. As if you're dead, but you're not really dead, but you were sacrificed. So it appears that Mir might have made the right decision. All right, we're going to go over to Sly. And I'm going to ask Will or Dimes. I'm going to ask Will or Dimes to pick a player to be sacrificed from Sly. Only one. So make sure you guys get it right. Dime says Ray. Ocean Man, are you okay with that? This might be painful. I better make sure Ray's okay. Uh-oh. All right, well, we can't sacrifice somebody that's not here. All right, we're going to have to skip over Ray. All right, I'm going to go to Ark. So Gemstone. I'm going to ask Gemstone volunteers. Oh boy. Let's see what happens. Zap. Immediately zap Gemstone. But you know what? Much like Moonstone, you feel like you're kind of somewhere in between. All right, we're going to go over to Vox. Who do we have for Vox? Father Ron? All right, so Father Ron says, as the leader of Vox, I pray and step forward. So Father Ron is stepping forward for Vox. And Father Ron, you die a horrible, horrible, painful, excruciating death. And you do feel the need to res and restore. It was a noble effort, but it was not the correct decision. Vox is shocked. Father Ron has died. All right. And Sly has nominated Ocean Man, but Ocean Man is not here. Maybe that's the right nominee, maybe it's not. Okay. So this is where we've got it right now. We've got two players are pretty comfortable in a circle, and two circles are empty. So now I am going to give the group the opportunity to contribute to this wall. And I will tell you, it looks awfully thirsty. So group, you have 30 seconds to activate the wall. Leave your comments below. Right now, the wall is doing absolutely nothing. Not right now, you can't. So Dow is going to go Healing Grog. Healing Grog does nothing. It's a good call. There are no more sacrifices this round. At this point, I need you guys to focus on the wall. This wall is going to do something if it's activated. So Dow, that is your turn. Everybody remember, you get one turn. Gina Crockett goes Acid Rain. It does nothing. The wall is very thirsty, though. Dow, it did consume your grog. That's for sure. But nothing happened. Sheila Beasley goes Storm Smoke. Hits the wall, a little smoke on the ground. Will goes Storm Smoke. Now, Anthony goes Enrage 3 to the wall. Now, why would you do that, Anthony? Why would you do that, Father Ron? Busy Bee wants to give a little bit of Enrage too. Amy goes Enrage. Bonnie and Kel go Enrage. And the wall stops. It certainly seemed to be enraged, but there's nothing to enrage. Just an empty circle. Heart of Nixie goes Fury 4. Valar goes Fury 4. Jim, you're feeling a little stronger. You know what? In fact, you're feeling a lot stronger. All right, that is the end of round number 2. Let's get back to the crew. All right, let's get back to Blackbeard and company. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to get your attacks in. And Jim, you feel like you could hit and just split a 18-wheeler truck in half with your weapon. I mean, not just like the Fury 4 that you take whenever you're doing PvP. You feel like it was just a whole combination of hundreds of Fury 4s. 30 seconds, everybody. Get your attacks in. Anthony going red Toxie to Blackbeard. Fly Rod, green bomb. Detonate to Gus. Bloodfish is going to try to blind the moon. The moon does not blind. It's a moon. Orange Crush to Gus. Big Red to Gus. Green Gel to Gus. Green Giant to Gus. All right. Finish, get your attacks in, everybody. Blackbeard's getting a little angry. I don't think he's going to sit this turn out. Deadly Dimes goes knocks 9 to Blackbeard. All right. Moonshot goes stun bomb to Blackbeard and detonate. And the attacks on Blackbeard have caused him to multiply. All right. We have tanks up front. Dow, you're on the far left. Take 25% and take another 25%. Double attack. Tommy, you're in the middle. Take 25. And Fly Rod, you're on the far right. Take 25 as well. Emperor, you skated out this turn. Oh, we got some early invoking going on. Dahlstrom going with the invoke. Cut some of that damage down. All right. Priest, look up in the air. All the priests look up in the air and, yep, you see frogs falling from a blood red sky. All priests take 25% damage, turn number 1. These attacks will scale up. I'm going to let you guys know, the longer this battle goes on, the more damage that is going to be done. 25% to all priests. And this is a younger version of Blackbeard. And what he has the ability to do is go back in time and use one of your moves against you. Dahlstrom, you use that red Toxie against Gus. So, young Blackbeard is going to go back in time, and that red Toxie you used on Gus, he's going to use that on Gemstone. Gemstone, you take 35% from Dahlstrom's red Toxie. All right. We got through a round of attacks. That wasn't so bad for one round. So you've got Multiply. You've got frogs falling from the sky. And you got someone that has the ability to go back in time and use your own moves against you. But that's not right now. Right now, you got a wall in front of you. So, I'm going to ask Sly if we have a sacrifice available for the Sly circle. You don't have to. But either you do or you don't. And then we're going to go over to Vox. We've already lost someone from Vox. And again, picking the right person is going to add bonus experience. Picking a person to go in and die is not. All right, we'll come back to Sly. All right, so we're going to go over to Vox. And I'm going to ask Father Ron which person he thinks is the right person to sacrifice. Father Ron says Bloodfish. Bloodfish, do you think you're the right person? I don't want your faction to lose experience. Do you think that you're the right person to walk into that circle? Maybe it's the Emperor. Maybe it's Trigger. If he agrees, Ron, we're going to send him forward. All right. Let's see if Bloodfish was the correct person. Well, kinda. Bloodfish, you're hearing some voices. And one voice is telling you to walk in the circle, and another voice is telling you maybe not. And you kind of waver a little bit. Like you're partially in control of what you're doing. But you decide to do it. And zap. Gone. But you don't res and restore. Must have been a good choice here. So we got Moonshot, we got Gemstone, and we've got Bloodfish. He is able to stay in the circle. And now I'm going to go back to Sly. Now I've heard that Sly wanted to nominate Ocean Man. Is that the right choice? All right. Dimes, do you confirm Ocean Man is going in that circle? All right, Ray. Ray, you want to go in that circle? Just curious. All right, he says do it. And it does appear that Ray has died as well. But not died. So all 4 circles start to light up. Gemstone, you feel pretty good. Bloodfish, you feel like you're getting a little bit of power, but you're torn between Blackbeard and throwing a grenade at B-Dub. You just can't make a call. Moonshot, you're in the back. Ray, you notice something while you're standing in this circle completely different than what everybody else has experienced. You see something just in the water, shining. I mean, it is shining and calling your name. You want to stay here, but you really want to go check it out. All right, so that is everybody's current state. And I will repeat those in a second, but the circles are occupied. So now I'm going to give the group 30 seconds. And Ray, it is very compelling. A lot of people are saying stay. But this might be something that could differentiate you from every other player. Ray says he's going to stay. All right, everybody, 30 seconds. All right, we got Enrage 3. Somebody threw in Enrage 3. Got a couple Fury 4s. Couple more Fury 4s. Bonnie goes Fury 4. Anthony goes Fury 4. Gemstone goes Fury 4. Kel goes Fury 4. Angel goes Fury 4. Moonshot goes Fury 4. Fly Rod goes Fury 4. Deadly Dimes and Heart of Nixie both go Fury 4. And that wall is down. Gemstone, your attacks are going to hit really, really hard. All right. Back to the attack. Back to the attack, everybody. Blackbeard, Gus, and past Blackbeard are all there. The group has an additional 30 seconds. 30 more seconds. Get your attacks ironed out. You know what they're going to do. Or do you? You don't see any smoke. All right, we got Dream 6 to Blackbeard, Melee to Blackbeard, Orange Crush to Gus. Singe 7 to past Blackbeard. BB7, red gel to pass Blackbeard. Oasis to Gus. You guys notice that when you try to hit Gus, he just kind of hops around a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. He's very difficult to hit. B-Dub goes Calico to Blackbeard. Oh, you hit him. You hit him like a champ. Gemstone knocks 9 to Blackbeard. And Gemstone, I'm going to tell you, you are so enraged right now when you hit Blackbeard. It just unbelievable damage. Bloodfish goes green arrow to past and also beige bomb to past. All right, another 5 seconds, everybody. Get your attacks in. 5 more seconds. Sniper page 1 to Gus, green plasma. All right, so we got multiple attacks here. Blackbeard took a lot of damage. And he multiplied. Dahlstrom. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Dahlstrom, you take 100% damage. You're dead. You take 50% damage. That is your second evoke. Evoke is done. Tommy, you take 100% damage. And it was a big roll. And Anthony, you take 100% damage as well. Tommy uses tank page 1 to avoid the damage. And Anthony, you as well. Engineers, all engineers, you look up to the sky and you see falling poisonous frogs. Every engineer takes 50% damage. All right, and, oh boy. Somebody went back in time and you guys remember Enraged Gemstone? I mean, she hit super, super hard with that Nox. Father Ron, you were split in half by Gemstone's attack. It did 200% damage to you. She was so enraged. At the time, she hit Blackbeard. But when she went back in time, she went straight Vox and right to the leader of Vox. Sometimes being a leader hurts. Father Ron used Holy Shield on Anthony. Now we got half a Ron to the left and the other half to the right, and Father Ron prevents it. All right. Ray. That water looks so refreshing right now. That shine barely underneath the first 8 to 10 inches of the water is brighter and more brilliant than anything you've ever seen. You really want to go check it out. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to decide if you want to leave this circle. All right, Ray, are you going to leave the circle? Ray is leaving the circle, everybody. That could have consequences. Ray's going toward the light. Jim, you no longer feel enraged. All right. Ray has left the circle and is walking toward the ocean. I'm going to give the rest of the group 30 seconds to decide what you want to do with the wall. Gina goes in rage. Bloodfish goes in rage. Let's put Ray over here closer to the ocean. Fly Rod and Angel go in rage. Busy Bee goes Fury 4. Kel and Anthony go Enrage. Father Ron, Ocean Man. Ocean Man, you ain't enraging. You're walking toward the ocean. Gemstone and Valar go Enrage. All right, Bloodfish is feeling a little strong. He's hearing some colors in his head, but we'll see if it benefits the group. Moonshot going Enrage 3. All right, that is your round, everybody. "30-second timer. Ray is about ankle deep in the water, not really paying any attention to the rest of you guys. Got his back turned to the group, and everybody else, you got 30 seconds. "30 seconds. Get your attacks in. Tar Arrow to Gus. Anthony goes Green Giant to pass Blackbeard. It hits him hard, Anthony. Hits everybody else there, but it hits him hard. Bloodfish, Fury 4, Jade attack. 2 passed. And Bloodfish, you're enraged. So, you hit him really hard. Fury 4, Jade attack. Nixie goes Ravenbow. Father Ron goes Nox to Blackbeard. All right, make sure everybody gets your attacks in. Gemstone going Zeus. B-Dub going Calico to Blackbeard. Dimes going Nox 9 to pass Blackbeard. All right. We've got Multiply. And they reappear. Tanks. Dahlstrom. 200% damage, Dow. Damage is scaling up at a rapid pace. 200% damage. Anthony. 100% damage. And Fly Rod. 100% damage as well. Hey, the tanks are doing their job as they're front and center. That's all you can ask. If there's a cooldown cycle or healing cycle, it certainly helps for them. Fly Rod going tank page 1. Emperor and Dow. Res and restore. Medics. 50% damage, all medics. All medics take 50% damage. You look up and you see falling frogs from the sky. All right. Bloodfish did a lot of damage last round. It was an enraged attack, and he added a Fury 4 to it. But we go back in time, and what rhymes with time? The leader Sly, Dimes. Yeah, Dimes. 150% damage via Bloodfish. Enraged and Fury Forward all in one package. Oh, it does rhyme. Rhyme, dimes, times. All right, Bloodfish is going to Holy Shield you, which is going to take you down to 25 and keep you from having to use your Iris Ring. You are at 25% life. Meanwhile, Ray, you are about knee deep in the water. It's refreshing water. And you notice a sharp edge sticking out of the sand. One sharp edge. You can want it. But you got to tell me what you're doing. Wanting it, I mean, you see like one of the prongs, maybe it's connected to something else. Ray reaches down. Ray, when you reach down to grab it, you feel an electricity just rage through you like you've never felt before. Lightning strikes over where the group is. Everybody pick a number 1 to 20. Pick a number 1 to 20, everybody. Ray, you move it a little bit. And it does appear to be connected to another prong. All right. We're back. Everybody's numbers. Last call. All right. Chuck and Bloodfish. Number 1. Ray reaches down to grab the sharp edge of this object that is sticking out of the sand, and electricity fills him, and he has no regard for anything that's happening behind him, and lightning strikes and splits into two, and each of you turn into a pile of dust immediately. It hits you harder than anything has ever hit you before. The rest of the group, you look over to where that enraged circle was. And the prevention spell builds him back up. And Bloodfish, you're kind of in awe right now. You don't know what to think about that situation. Chuck reses and restores. Chuck, you're back. Still smoking a little bit, smoldering a little bit. All right. Let's get back to the wall, everybody. All right. You guys see what's going on with the wall? Ray's doing what Ray does. You guys saw the lightning strike. Now I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to take care of this wall. All right, we're going, Fly Rod's going in Rage 3. Amy's going in Rage 3. Busy Bee going in Rage 3. Gina going in Rage 3. And the Enrage 3 wall has disappeared. The wall is gone. Anthony goes Fury 4. Jim Stone goes Fury 4. Kel goes Fury 4. Fury 4 wall seems to be going relatively quickly. Nixie and Bloodfish both go Fury 4. And Mist takes out the Fury 4 wall for the second time. Gemstone and Bloodfish, you're both feeling pretty powerful right now. Give you guys about 5 more seconds. Father Ron once more time. He drops time smoke. Now you got 10 seconds, Ron. Trigger goes Rage Potion. Just out of the blue, Trigger throws a Rage Potion. All right, last call, everybody. We are going back to attack mode. All right, once again, group, we're on round number 4. Round number 4, everybody. Get your attacks in. Gus, Blackbeard, and past Blackbeard. Will's going to summon Tupac and Davy Jones' dagger to past Blackbeard. Redbeard axe to past. Arrow to past. Father Ron goes Orange Crush to past. Brace. Unholy Smoke to past. Gemstone. Melee to past. Warrior Enrage Knock 7 to past Blackbeard. Bonnie goes Fury 4 Calico to pass Blackbeard. Moonshot going Orange Crush. Fly Rod. Redbeard to past. And Singe to past. Tommy going Orange Crush to past. All right, we got some healing. Past Blackbeard is reeling and taking some damage. Chill Smoke. Yep. No effect. Chill smoke has no effect on him. All right, we're going to get some attacks in. Tanks take 75% damage. Tanks, 75%. Anthony, Dow, Flyrod, and Tommy. You look up and you see falling poisonous frogs. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie, you went Fury 4 Calico. Which was a big hit. But Bloodfish went Enraged 3 after he already had a World of Enraged 3 stacked on top of him. So Bloodfish actually dealt the most damage. And it goes to Flyrod. Flyrod, you're just taking 75% damage. And now you take another 250% damage on top of it. The good news is most of the other attacks landed. Flyrod is back in action, going with the res and restore. All right, Ray. You noticed two of the sharp edges, but it still seems to be slightly buried. Now, the last time you reached down, that was a pretty good shock. It knocked you back, and you are in water. But I need to know what Ocean Man's next action is. Where's Ocean Man? I mean, I know he's in the water, and I know he just got shocked by the item that he reached down and touched. All right. Ray, you reach down, and it is a trident. You see the third prong, and when you reach down, 3 bolts of lightning come down. Everybody pick a number 1 to 20. Dimes, Will, Amy, that lightning bolt splits into 3 and absolutely decimates all 3 of you. You're not even ash. You're what happens when ash catches on fire and ash isn't even ash anymore. You're just completely gone. Dimes goes Iris Ring. And Dimes, you get to look over and see where the lightning bolt came from. And it shot straight up out of the water, up in the air, came over, split into 3, and destroyed half a Sly. But Ray, I got to tell you, this Trident feels pretty good in your hand. Feels like it was made for you, in fact. Pretty lightweight, and kind of spin it around. There is an engraving on it. I'm going to let you read that next turn. All right, let's get back to the wall, everybody. We got a red wall and an orange wall, and we got Jim super fired up right now. We got Bloodfish super strong right now. Everybody else, I need you to let me know what you're doing. We'll get back to Ray shortly. Trigger goes Rage. Sheila goes Rage. Moonshot goes Rage. Fly Rod goes Rage. And the wall stops. Stops right there. No one in the circle. The wall doesn't move. Mist is praying for the group. Ninjas don't pray. All right. That's the end of the wall round. Anybody else dealing with the wall? Last call for the wall. You got Moonshot. Well, we're going to have to find that out next turn, Ray. I mean, this turn you just picked it up. So the answer to that would be no, not at the moment. We'll see what happens next round. There is another wall, though. All right, last call, and then we are going back to attack mode. All right, let's get back to Blackbeard, everybody. 30 seconds, get your attacks in. You got Blackbeard, you got Gus, and you got Blackbeard from the past. Lava Bomb did nothing to the wall. Bloodfish is going Smite. All right, looks like the firepower is coming out this turn. Father Ron going Big Red to pass. Gina, TS10 cluster with 5 Goldars straight up to past. Bones going Big Red. Flyrod, TS10 with 5 Green Giants. Missed, Green Giant to past. Using Tupac for past Blackbeard attack on him. You do. It bounces. Actually, you cannot use it. It has to mimic his attack, and it has to be a ranged attack, Will. Anthony moving back and going TS10. Animal going Fool's Gold. I'll give you the hit, Animal. B-Dub going Hybrid with 2 purple sparks. Oh, and she's bringing out Sparky. Sparky's going to stick around a turn. Gouche, I'll give you Fool's Gold. I'll give you double damage. Busy B, TS10, 1 BT7 and 1 Big Red. Tommy, TS10 with 4 Green Giants. He was reeling last turn. He's hurting this turn. A lot of burst, a lot of damage. But he is a younger version of himself. A younger, stronger version of himself. All right, let's get to repeat attacks, everybody. So we've got Gus. Gus is looking for a class. Snipers. 100% damage snipers. Turn number 6. All snipers. 100% damage. You look up and it starts raining frogs big time. Did you know 1 poison dart frog has enough venom to kill 10 grown adults? I guess an adult is grown. Anyway, you get the idea, right? 1 poison dart frog has enough venom to kill 10 people. Amazing. Trigger, Resin Restore, right back in the game. Your police motorcycle will not work well on the sand at the beach. We got Moonshot Resin Restore as well. All right. That is our sniper class. Let's go back in time a little bit. Well, it appears we go back in time and Tommy, your TS-10s with 4 green giants go out toward the ocean to Ocean Man. So Tommy's TS-10 retroactively went in reverse, went to Ocean Man, but I got to tell you, Ray, you turned on that fastball and you took it deep over the big monster in left field. Ray took that Trident and it went 600 feet. The longest home run ever hit in the history of TS-10s. Not even a dent on Ocean Man. Ray takes no damage. All right. Ocean Man. You are interested in making your way back toward the circle, but you do notice an inscription on this Trident. And it says Neptune. As if this might not belong to you. It might be somebody else's property. And there's a strong possibility they're going to want it back. Now, Ray, the group is at a wall at the sand. And you notice a pretty big wave starting to form a little bit further out in the ocean. And it's big enough, it's going to make you want to get out of the water relatively quickly. Now, whether or not you want to get out with that Trident in your hand or leave it, well, that's up to you. So, Ray, I'm going to let you decide right now whether or not you want to try to bolt for that sly circle, or if you think that maybe some things are better left behind. There could, oh boy, he says, I'm keeping it. All right. Well, number one, I'd say get out of the water pretty fast. And the rest of the group, you all start to notice that wave looks pretty big as well. All right, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. You got 2 walls that are up. Ray, you can decide what you want to do. All right, everybody pick a number from 1 to 20. Ray is going to run. He's running with Trident in hand, like this. And goes into the circle. Everybody pick a number 1 to 20. All right, Bonnie and Busy Bee. The group notices that wave is about, I don't know, 10 to 15 feet high. But Bonnie and Busy, you notice something that looks to be a little taller than the wave. Maybe 20 feet. It's at a distance. It does appear to be a humanoid-like target. Slightly bigger than the wave, but a little bit further behind. All right, I'm going to give the group 30 seconds. 30 seconds. You got a wall, you got circles, you got a big wave, and a couple people notice a pretty big person. All right, Gina's going flight smoke. Love it. Will's going to heal and seal. Bones is going flight smoke. All right, we got a couple people. They're going to avoid the wave. Jim Stone's going to turn her shield into a wakeboard. We might all be attending a wake very soon, Jim. Father Ron's going to activate Vox. All right, so a lot of people are flying, and the wall is still the wall. All right, let's get back to the immediate threat. All right, we got a lot of flight smoke. Several people have dropped their flight smoke, so you guys are good. And flight smoke does not affect more than one person, so you can't stand in somebody else's flight smoke. All right, the group is, most of the group is currently flying for 2 rounds. Now that you guys are up in the air, I can confirm that it is a big-ass giant that is about 60, 70 yards behind the tidal wave. And you can see it relatively clear right now. Now, the interesting thing about this giant He has another Trident. So I don't know. Maybe this was his spare. Maybe this was his good one. Maybe this was his Sunday suit. I'm not sure. But it does appear that he's coming back for the other one. All right, everybody, you got 30 seconds. It is now your round to attack. You got Blackbeard, you got Gus, and you got past Blackbeard. 30 seconds. All right, we got Trigger going. TS10 with 5 black glass. Ocean Man says he's going to have to kill me for it. Hybrid 9 to past Blackbeard. Miss BT7 to past Blackbeard. Goldar to Blackbeard past. Orange Crush. Black Glass to past Blackbeard. Big Red. BT7. All right, BT7 and Big Red to past Blackbeard. Deadly Dimes, TS10 with 5 green giants to past Blackbeard. And he drops to 1 knee, Deadly Dimes. He's reeling. Rocket goes hybrid cluster with 3 big reds. And B-Dub Sparky finishes off the job. Sparky with the hybrid cluster finishes off past Blackbeard. Ocean Man. Your move. Ocean Man, you have Blackbeard and you have Gus. And you have a tidal wave. And there's a big Titan behind the tidal wave. Moonshot says, give the Trident to Blackbeard and let the giant beat his ass. Ocean Man, what's your call? He's running. Well, there's lava to your left. There's a tidal wave to your right. And there really isn't anywhere to run to. All right, Ray, who do you want to attack? Ray says, I'm going to attack with the Trident. All right. If you're currently flying this round, do me a favor. Type a 1 if you're currently flying. You have 2 rounds of flight. All right. Those of you flying, you notice in the distance, he holds the other trident up in the air. And now to your left, the lava appears to be forming a wave as well. The tidal wave is getting closer to the shore, and the lava appears to be rising. Now, Ray, I'm going to need you to make a definitive decision. This running and hiding and this in the middle stuff isn't working. You have an item in your hand that you're either going to do something with or you're not going to do something with, but you can't hide it under your shirt. Because there are 2 distinct waves that are going to encompass the group very, very shortly. And I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Ray is going to throw the trident at Blackbeard. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that was a good move? Instead of activating the power of the Trident, Ray throws it at Blackbeard. He catches it. The lava subsides. The tidal wave immediately shrinks. But Blackbeard doesn't disappear. In fact, Neptune turns his attention to the group and now starts walking toward the group with his trident, and Blackbeard is armed with the other trident. And that is where we are going to leave it. The group did manage to take out past Blackbeard, but there will be more to come with Blackbeard and also the Titan. It was in the clues. We're going to leave it right there, everybody. So, no more multiply tonight. And let's get some Blackbeard spoils for everybody. Next week, we've got the finale to the Burning Bay. So next week, you will see Blackbeard. You know what he does. You're also going to see Anne. And you're going to see a little bit more. Let's decide what everybody got tonight, though. And there was a incomplete wall. So I'm going to put the wall back up for you guys, just so you know. This wall was a big, big benefit. This wall will be a part of your finale. And I would strongly suggest take a quick sneak peek of what's up there and use it for all it's worth. But the wall certainly has the chance to be the difference between whether you guys win or lose. That enrage was a big, big deal when you guys started taking down Blackbeard past. So tonight, everybody in the house gets a bionic foot thread, bionic elbow thread, a brand new, I see you dimes picking up a box for tomorrow. By the way, the pack opening tomorrow is going to be much, much earlier. We are going to cap it at 25 boxes. So 25 boxes are going to be the cap. I'm going to give you a sneak peek just in a couple minutes of what you have a shot to get. And sadly, Ray had his hands on it, but I'll show you guys in a second. Everybody's getting the brand new Magma Glyph. It is a +3 damage glyph. It is brand new. It is new and improved, and you will see it at Salisbury Island. Tomorrow is going to be a huge, huge sneak peek. Even if you don't pick up boxes tomorrow, tune in because you're going to want to see the items and you're going to want to see how the game is going to transition once you get to Salisbury Island. I see you guys picking up boxes for tomorrow. I'll have Kel to get a running total, but once we hit 25, we are done for 2 weeks, everybody. We're doing a one-day only event tomorrow. No event on Sunday, and then the next pack opening we're doing is going to be 2 weeks. All right. Everybody here getting that Magma Glyph, getting 2 treasure maps, getting XP 1000, and also getting a Bionic wild card. So we're going to give away 2 items. I need everybody to pick a number 1 to 30. I'm going to show you some of the other items. You're probably not going to like it. because Blackbeard was left standing and also Gus was left standing. Did everybody pick a number from 1 to 30? And I do have a winner. Thank you so much, Villar. All of you guys picking up boxes tonight. We'll get a tally for you guys. Once again, we're going to cap it at 25. I think we came in tonight with about 3, so we're probably going to have about 8 or 9 more by tomorrow. So just get with Kel early. The number was 17. The number was 17. So Animal, you look like you are the sole winner. I don't think anybody else picked 17. Congratulations to the Animal. And you are going to be walking away with $8 aqua grenades, Animal. Animal with 8 aqua grenades. All right, we're going to give away one more item, and then I'm going to show you another item that I really wanted to give away tonight. But you'll have to see it in the next event. So give me a number from 1 to 30. One more item, everybody. Thank you, Animal. And I do have a winner already. We do have a winner. Just going to hold up, see if we get multiple winners. About 10 more seconds, everybody. All right, the number was 21. The number was 21. Will the Bill. You're going to be walking away with a brand new pet. This is Gus. Gus is a deadly venom pet. As I said before, he has enough venom to kill 10 people. Well, when you cast Gus, he's going to hit 2 of your opponents. So he is the first pet to do toxic venom to 2 targets, Will. He hits for 10 per turn. Toxie hits 1 target. Percy hits 1 target. Now you can drop Gus, and he will hit both of your opponents. He hits for less, but the fact that 2 different people have to use heals is absolutely huge. All right, and this was going to be one of the giveaways tonight if you guys would have gotten Gus down, but you will see this in a box tomorrow. Some of the longtime players in the game and are really, really going to appreciate this. This is the brand new Wargo Onyx 8. It is the first double Onyx upgraded item that we've added. This is the original Wargo, and it has been upgraded 2 times. It is an Onyx 8 weapon. It is the strongest rifle in the game. So that was one of the other prizes we didn't get to. And Ray, This is what you were holding. This is the legendary Neptune that Ray threw back to Blackbeard. And you will also see tomorrow this. That's all I'm showing you of it. It is a bad, bad summon. So what else can you expect tomorrow for the Salisbury Island preview packs? Well, one, the Neptune Legend. Number two, Summon Azure. And the legendary Sly Mask will be unveiled tomorrow as well. All right, hey, you guys want to see a sneak peek for the finale? We've got one more thing to do. There's no dance video tonight, but I got a quick sneak peek for next week's finale to see a little bit of what you guys might be facing. And then tomorrow I will be doing some Q&A with the clues that we put into play tonight. I saw several of you guys type the clues, and many of you were right on the money. So here's a sneak peek for the Burning Bay finale that we will all go through next Friday. We brought back some old school music. You guys probably remember this from the beginning, right? Yep, we're going to see Anne. We're going to see Blackbeard. And Daddy is home. But Ray. All right, everybody, that is what we've got tomorrow. There is no ATT on the legendary items. You guys can use it right away if it's legendary. So, hey, I want to thank all you guys for being here. Tonight was a real big stage. Some tough choices, and we're going to find out if the right choice was made. Maybe Ray did make the right choice. Maybe he could have used the Trident. Maybe he had to give it up in order to have a chance of getting it back. Who knows? Those questions will be answered next week. You guys did manage to get part 2 of the boat because you killed one of the bosses. You need to win next week. So you're going to be facing Anne. You're going to have Blackbeard. You're going to have Graybeard. And you're also going to have Neptune. It is going to be the epic fight of your lives. And I can promise you're going to see a little bit stronger items tomorrow in the box opening. It's probably going to help you guys out a little bit. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for everything that you guys do. I had a fabulous time with you guys. I really love the raid story arc. A lot of fun for me watching how you guys interact with these. And we got one more week of raids. And then the story is going to start to progress to a brand new area as long as you guys take care of business. We have been at the Burning Bay area for about 5 weeks now. So it is time to win next week, build a boat, and get over to that island because that island has a lot in store, namely the treasure map contest that you guys are going to be doing on July 3rd. Thanks for everything you guys do. I will see you. I'm shooting for about 1 p.m. tomorrow, so it could be a little bit earlier. If you have boxes reserved, don't sweat it. Just give Kel the number. Then you won't have to be here exactly when we start. I know some of our West Coast folks, 1 o'clock for us is like, 10 o'clock for you guys? And I know that's early. So I'm not trying to do an inconvenient time, but I would like to start a little bit earlier tomorrow just because we've got that PvP event in the afternoon. So if we don't start till 2, that's fine. We'll just kind of rush through it, but we are going to go through 25 boxes tomorrow. And leave your thoughts in chat right now. Did Ray do the right thing? Or would you have held on to that item a little bit longer and maybe jeopardized a few more people in the group? Thanks, everybody. Shout out to all the factions. You guys are doing a wonderful job. And I will see everybody tomorrow for the event. And the PvP is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.